Hi YouTube. I did another video where I did a quick sort of tour through my various mineral cabinets and my fossil cabinets and that sort of thing. Um, this is just some photos that I've taken of individual minerals, most of which I've been able to identify in books and things. Um, so this is really just for anybody else who collects minerals who wants to identify what they've got. This might actually help them to identify their various specimens. If you like these kinds of videos, please check out my other videos that I've put on YouTube because I've got quite a lot of fossil ones, fossils from various locations in the UK, um, and other mineral videos and that sort of thing, and just other things that I've collected, like sort of archaeology and seed pods, seashells, skulls, animal skulls, anything you can think of, I've probably collected it at some point or another. So a lot of these minerals I collected in Australia. I spent a year in Australia. There's quite a lot that I've collected in the UK as well. And then I've bought quite a few over the years as well. I go to the big mineral show at Kempton Park, so every so often I'll buy or swap a few minerals. And over the years, I've collected quite a few small specimens. Much of my collecting habit for minerals came from my year in Australia. We were really lucky over there because we just went to some really out of the way locations and we found things like black tourmaline, we found topaz, and we found zircons and garnets, opals, sapphires, um, mica, all kinds of really interesting specimens, lots of different types of goethite and hematite. Um, I even found a tektite, which is a glassy rock which has fallen from space. It's actually burnt up as it's come through the atmosphere. So that was a really lucky find. We found another mineral called staurolite, which is it's often called staurolite Maltese crosses, and they're like little either squares where it's like two crystals joined together to form a square, or more like a sort of star shape. And these tiny little things, you can find them. I think there's only a couple of places like in the world where you can actually find them. In the UK, I find lots of limonite nodules and lots of ironstone nodules, ironstone concretions, and ironstone tubes, that kind of thing. And also, yeah, sandstone nodules, sandstone balls. Sometimes you find balls that are hollowed out. I've actually done another YouTube video on my sort of weird nodule collection, which is it's not something that everybody wants to collect, I suppose, but it's I find them quite interesting. I found quite a lot of iron pyrite nodules as well and concretions at Lyme Regis. The only thing with anything that is pyrite is that quite often it disintegrates over time and just turns to dust, because it can react with moisture in the air. So I've done another video where I sort of add a layer of glue to preserve specimens. So if you've got anything that's iron pyrite and you want to preserve it, have a look at that video, just to give you some tips on how to keep it from disintegrating. I teach lots of adult education classes, and I've been quite lucky in the past because one of my learners gave me her rock slicer and polisher. So this is something that I want to do more of in the future. I mean, I found a whole load of fossils once that I sliced them all up so you could see cross sections through all these different fossils, and that was brilliant. But I'd love to slice through a lot more mineral specimens, um, and maybe start a collection of sliced rock specimens. Because I've found so many rocks that aren't on here so far. I've still got a lot that I need to look through and actually identify as well. I've by no means identified everything that I've got. Quite often I'll find something and it'll just look different, look unusual. like nothing that I've ever seen before. So I just keep it, box it up, and then when I've got time, I have a look through, and or if I get a new book, I look into the book, and if I find something in a book, I go, oh, I recognise that, and out comes the rocks, and I identify it. So everything's very gradual with me. I just keep adding to my kind of knowledge, and just anything new that I can identify, I'll label up, and it'll all happen over time. It's just being patient and just waiting until you find something. Or if you meet somebody that knows their stuff a bit more than you do, they can have a look through your collection and go, oh, I recognise what that is. Yeah, the sliced fossils that I was talking about, they're from Bream, and it was an amazing beach where there's all these quite unusual fossils compared to anything I found before. And like I say, they're all sliced specimens now. So at some point I will be doing a video on those. Again, it's just me getting around to doing these things, but once I do it, I will post that up on YouTube as well. So look out for that. Yeah, it's definitely worth hitting subscribe if you like this sort of thing, because I aim to post up things in the future as often as possible, basically, and I've still got quite a few more collections and things that I need to go through and do videos on, and there is a lot already on there. I think I've put up over 100 videos so far on YouTube, and it's not all this sort of thing, but there's quite a lot of cabinets of curiosities type collections. But I'm an artist as well, so there's quite a lot of painting videos and things. And I also collect 80s toys, so there's quite a lot of collections of 80s toys and things as well. So yeah, if you're into anything like that, check out my other videos, hit subscribe, and you'll be able to see anything that I post up in the future. And by hitting subscribe, it just means that you'll get to see it basically as soon as I post it up. You don't have to go searching for it anymore, because YouTube can be a bit of a maze. It's just nice to have everything in one place. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.